yourself something funky.
Only me. Got a bit of a snotty nose. Apparently, I've just worked out there's a possibility I'm allergic to a dog. He's just been sat beside my knees, and the second he sat there, I went, ah, and I've been sneezing ever since, and I've got a bit of a snotty nose, so you'll have to excuse me 2 seconds while I run off, because I'm going to have to go and blow my nose. I'll be back. And I'm back. Oh, we just had Left Eye Pat down below, but he's just disconnected again. Yeah, he's back. Stay there, dude. Sorry I ran off camera. Had a sneezing fit just as I get live. Wasn't a good experience, but yeah, it's all over with, I think. Dog's been kicked out there. Apparently I'm alleged the doggy's hair, and Adele's been brushing them with one of those wire comb things that just basically puffed it all up. So anyway, gonna get on with the evening. Let's check out who's in the room. We've got Stu tagging everybody. Well done. Thanks for being there, dude. We've got a Facebook user says bonjour. Don't know who it is. Assuming he's French. Frank the Saint. Hey. Hello. Dave Evans is there. Anyway, let's get on with what we're doing. We have this guy here.
Hey, how's it going?
Your doggy looks like he wants to be into the action, so you might have to let him in.
He'll be popping up through here, I'm sure. You follow me with the bagels. How you been, buddy?
Not been too bad, dude. Bit busy here, bit busy there. Most of the time doing nothing. You know,
right.
Busy doing nothing. Good to see you, dude.
It's good to see you.
Stu Walker's shouting for Willie.
He's here there, buddies.
That probably came over quite wrong in some ways. Stu Walker's shouting for Willie, but
Willie, Stu's saying hello. Yes. All right. These are mine. Yeah, it's good to see you too, buddy. It's it'll be nice to truly see you, shall we say?
Well, speaking of truly seeing me, because the cat's out of the bag now, isn't it? We all know that you're heading to the UK. You're actually coming to the big muddy puddle that we call England.
The muddy puddle.
It's basically what England is most of the time, isn't it? It's a big muddy puddle.
I've heard it rains a lot. I don't know.
Not this year. This year it didn't.
No.
We got a surprising little amount of rain, and it's been quite dry. So, but
yeah,
it's usually a muddy puddle. We just didn't get it this year.
So pack boots is what you're saying.
It's a bit unpredictable right now. Who knows what to pack?
Right. Yeah, we just had a major shift here. It's like it went from summer to fall like that. It's been rainy and chilly and last couple days.
I hope that doesn't happen here, because my chili plants are just starting to get little pods on. I'm very late to the show, and it's just getting them. And if winter comes in now, I'm knackered. It's just going to.
Now, for me here in Ohio, like, my season, I'll be picking pods. I mean, obviously towards the end it trails off and stuff, but like all the way up to November, it seems like kind of all through October, and then the plants really kind of start to die off, and I clip them, but I'll still have pods in November, and then it gets too cold, and that's it.
a lot of places in the UK are the same. There can be picking pods right up until October, November. Further in the north, it's usually a little bit earlier than that because the frosts hit a bit quicker. And once the frosts come, it's usually best to just get your pods off. And
Right. So,
anyway, let's not
yeah,
talk about that. Let's get back on with what we're on about. You're coming to the UK.
I am. I am. It's a trip of a lifetime for me.
And what is the date that you actually arrive in the UK?
I arrive, I believe, the UK date. Well, yeah, the date will be. I think I arrive in London on the 15th. I leave here on the 14th. Like, I guess it would probably be around close to midnight your time. So I'll be arriving on the 15th, and then I will be leaving. Excuse me, on the 26th.
So you arrive in the UK on the 15th, leave on the 26th, about 10 days really.
Yeah, it was about 10, 11, 12 total for me, leaving on the 14th, getting back on the 26th. But with the time difference, there's, I guess, about 10 hours in between both ways.
I've got a couple of questions for you. Before I ask the questions, yeah, I want you to, I don't want you to, it's just you said you were going to. So before I ask you a couple of questions, you said you were actually going to take a spoonful of Marmite.
I am. I'm approaching this like I would, like if I was to make a sauce or something. You know what I mean? Like you got to taste whatever that ingredient is first before you start mixing it with stuff.
Yeah.
I remember mentioning that a minute, like when I got these, and I remember Stu, hello Stu, saying, no, don't eat it out of the jar. And then you said something like, no, don't eat it out of the jar. So I don't know really what to expect, to be honest with you. I just know that it's a love-hate thing over there.
Well, show us the jar.
So I have this one.
That is proper Marmite, yeah.
And then I don't know if this is the same company or not, but I figured the mite at the end might be something. I don't know.
Something tells me it is the same company and it is the chili version of Marmite.
Okay, that's where I was thinking. And then I have this so-called peanut butter from which I've yet to shake in because I don't know if you can see the
look at the slosh.
And I mean, no offense, but it's just we don't get peanut butter like this over here. So
I don't think it's supposed to have that much oil on the top of it. I think it needed to be mixed a bit better than that. That shouldn't have split how it has.
I don't
just
know.
how I think.
In all, I have had these, and Shahina had sent me these along with a bunch of different stuff from England, like stuff we don't get here, some chocolates and pastries and crackers, different stuff. And I told her I would do a live with these, and then I just never did until today.
Right. But now you're here, so could somebody please tag Shahina because he is here to do the live that he said he was going to do.
Right. I have a question for you. Do you guys have Monster Energy over there?
We do have Monster Energy.
Okay, good.
But before we go to the Monster Energy, I want to see you grab a teaspoon, not a full teaspoon, just a little bit on a teaspoon of just the Marmite.
All right, let me grab a spoon. All I have are knives. Hold on 1 second.
A knife would do, just as long as it's not a sharp one.
I have either or.
Not a sharp one, just because you're gonna lick. You don't lick sharp knives. It's.
Do I want to smell it?
Can't say. But he did. What did you wake off the smell?
At first, it smelled. I don't want to be mean. Almost like an old person's house.
Frank's got it. It's an umami bomb. You're supposed to actually use it in cooking.
But now I can kind of. It almost smells like a fruity molasses.
Stew shouting tablespoon, bro.
So, all right. Oh, it's almost caramel.
It's like a treacle, like you say, like a molasses.
All right. I'm so nervous. Huh? I don't know why.
Right.
Oh.
So while it's in his mouth, I'm going to ask him a few questions. You arrive in the UK, and your first port of call is London, where you're going to take part. Well, not take a part. You're going to help with a League of
Oh my
Fire
god.
chili eating competition. Yeah. Do you remember where it's at?
Oh my lord. What the hell would you use that on? Jesus. That made my ear. Oh lord. Willie, you don't want that. Sorry, what was. But we'll let you try it, buddy. Wow. What do you use this on?
Me.
How does this get better?
I actually use it to put around me chicken pen because it keeps most animals away. I'm only joking. I don't really.
Willie doesn't seem to mind it, so you got one out of two.
Most animals do actually like it, so
He's
and it is
loving it.
good for you. It's packed with vitamins, minerals, and all sorts. But what we will tell you, you don't take it off a spoon. Try it with some food. Put it on some toast. Put it on, or even better still, when you're making some food, add it into your minced beef as an additive, or
I could see maybe in like a beef stock or something.
yeah, create the umami effect rather than putting it in your mouth.
Oh god. It does say wake up your taste buds.
It did that.
So you're telling me this would be better on toast, huh?
Somebody just said there, I can't see what his Facebook user is.
Great for fish.
If you ever go pike fishing, that's the stuff you want.
Huh. All right.
Stew,
I'll
crumpets
try
and
it.
toast, right? Crumpets with a bit of cheese and a bit of that. I can see how it could work.
All right. I'm going to try a little bit on a bagel, an overcooked bagel, but just to test this theory that it gets better with food.
It's definitely better with food. I will vouch for it on that one. Although your taste buds are probably destroyed. You've already had that bad experience.
Wow. That is definitely an acquired taste.
I agree.
That company's still in business, huh?
The best thing is about it, you've got Chilli-heads next.
I know. I'm hoping this tastes better because there's chilies in it.
You just make sure you don't die before you come to the UK.
It smells the same.
Vegemite is nearly the same, Frank. Not quite the same, but pretty close.
Here, Willie.
Marmite doesn't have a song written about it.
There's a song written about Marmite.
No, there is about Vegemite, though.
Yeah. All right. In the spirit of things, we're just going to take less. I'll try this one by itself.
I'm glad you were sensible to take less.
Oh my god. It's like really salty too.
Very salty. You pick it up and it looks like it's going to come out like treacle and you're expecting a sweet, and instead it's really, really salty.
Oh my god, yeah. Total. This is just Tom. It's just a fake. Yeah. It does look like, oh man, what do you got there?
Do you see why we say it's supposed to be a food additive and not just taken off a spoon? It is not a sauce.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes, I do. I understand where these warnings came from. I will say I don't really. The only difference is that is a very, very,
Oh,
very
I'm
minimal.
sorry, but James Nixon missed the start. He says, "Can you do it all again?"
You'll have to watch back, bro. You know what? For James, I'll do it. Why not?
Oh,
It's
there
his
you
first
go, James. He's going to do another spoonful of the original Marmite.
original. I think I would have rather done a chug. You familiar? All right, James.
Phil Blake also missed the start. He wants you to start again too.
Well, everybody just start watching because I don't know how many of these I got in me. All right, for Phil and for James here. Happy birthday, James. Oh God. Wait. It makes my eyes water, man. It does.
Marmite, it's a love or hate. You look like you love it. That's the best reaction I've seen ever.
This might be the only thing that tastes worse than a Paki chip. Oh, wow.
No, I think the packet chip still wins.
Wow. That is an experience for sure. And it's
While,
no better
you've
than
got your sensible head back on, back to the original question. You arrive in the UK, yeah,
okay.
and you're taking part, helping with hosting a competition with the League of Fire. You are
I
then
don't know
heading.
how they're helping hosting, but I do believe one of them, and I'm not sure which one. Uh, Paul had mentioned that something about helping out with the League of Fire booth. I guess there'll be a League of Fire booth there, so that'll be exciting. It's that'll be fun. That'll definitely be. I've never been to a festival, so
Oh well, it's double fun.
this is going to be insane. I think. I mean, it's like as soon as I get off the plane, I think we're right going to one. And who better to go with than the masters of them? You know, Paul and Shen. So it'll be an experience for sure.
What date are you heading further north?
So let me look at the calendar. It'll be easier.
That's it. Let's plan out your calendar so people can work out where they are.
So I imagine I'm probably going to head up north on Monday, the 19th. I don't know, probably for most of the week, I believe, and then head back like Thursday or Friday on the 22nd, 23rd towards their place and finish it out there and leave out of Heathrow. So I plan on, I don't know if I'm taking the train. I haven't decided if I'm going to do that or if I'm going to rent a car. Renting a car thing, I don't know how much. It's everything will be so different. You mean your steering wheel's on the other side, you're on the other side of the road. My good eye will be on the bad side. It's all.
You're frightened about our roundabouts, really, aren't you?
No, we've started to incorporate some of those around here. So I feel like I have them down, but then again, you know, I have the American version down. So
It goes that way, that way.
I may be the guy, you know, like in National Lampoon's, you know, vacation where it's just like kids, Big Ben, Parliament, and just
round,
yeah.
roundabout.
And I was talking to Stu. I said it'd be kind of cool to rent a motorcycle and just ride, up north. I think that would be kind of cool. But then he said I was a nutter because, I guess you guys drive a little crazy.
Mousy just says if you're renting a car, let her know so she can stay in, so she doesn't go on the roads.
Just stay on the left side. Have a better chance of seeing you. So yeah, I've got a list of festivals that I will be attending.
There's one you're gonna miss.
Which one?
You're not really, because it's online. What do you think of that one there?
Oh, I'm confused about this. I thought I saw the post saying the Time Burner was canceled, and then so you guys are doing this.
Because the Time Burner has been cancelled, we thought everybody would still like to see the two of them head to head.
Oh yeah,
So
without a doubt. I haven't seen Stuart in a while, and Charlie's just a machine.
Battle of the
He
Machines.
really is.
It's exactly it. It's the Battle of the Machines.
Right? Yeah. Yeah, that'll be cool. When is that? I didn't even look at the date. I mean, I'll look on when I get off here, I guess. But...
Hoping on the 5th of October, as you can see, the same day as what the time is going to be. But there's still things being juggled a little bit because we've got to wait for pods and things to all to arrive at the same times. And anyway, so back to you. Sauces. I do believe you've got another one.
I'm sorry, the sauce, huh?
I thought you had another sauce.
Oh, I got the. It's even funnier. Crunchy peanut butter with a liquid top.
Right, hold this up really close. Oh, he shook it. It's too late. He did show me this off camera earlier on, and it split that bad that all the oil was just floating on the top, and it was just sloshing around.
Can you hear it?
Yeah.
I've never heard peanut butter move.
Does this happen to be made by the Marmite company?
It is Marmite peanut butter.
This is going to go good.
So this, let's see. How can I do this here? Is that showing up though?
That is still pretty wet. I do notice there's some good chunks of peanuts in there, though.
I mean, it does smell like peanut butter, at least. So
it looks like somebody
already won.
It looks like somebody mixed peanut butter with a big bag of peanuts and a bottle of oil, and then just mixed it all up and says that's our product.
It's super thick once you start stabbing at it.
Yeah, that's it. Just separate, doesn't it?
Dude, I gotta say, the noises that this thing's making, the suction noises, is like your foot stuck in a mud puddle.
Well, at least you're not blaming the dog like Stu Walker does.
That's hilarious. Dude, we were talking on the phone earlier, and he blamed two of them on Duke. Now I know the secret. Secret's out, Stu.
Frank saying, stab it, yes. And then Stu's saying, just try the one slice.
All right.
Mosey's saying, just get a straw in there.
Just get a straw.
Charlie, just give it a stare, it'll be fine. Just gross.
All right, Willie. You'll have some, don't worry, buddy. I can't tell if I still have Marmite on my tongue.
can't work out whether you've got Marmite on your tongue or you've licked somebody's shoe. Is it Marmite or cow shit?
Oddly enough, it's not nearly as bad, but there's a Marmite flavor in the peanut butter. So whatever's in this is in this. But I could tolerate that.
Tolerate, but you still prefer peanut butter?
Yeah, I'll stick to my Jif. Wow. That is interesting products. For sure. I don't know who buys them or uses them.
Marmite lovers? There is people that love Marmite. The look on your face then. Like, what the?
They can have their own little club because even the peanut butter is making my eyes water. Oh, I've never. It's like salty and just.
Look, Stu loves
different.
Marmite.
To be nice about it, it's just different.
Katie, on the other hand, says it's a good way to ruin perfectly good peanut butter.
I mean, I never thought peanut butter was one of those things you could.
Mousy loves
screw up,
Marmite.
Look at that. It's got a new crunchy peanut butter with a distinctive Marmite twist. I ain't kidding.
Whilst we do say that Marmite is a food additive, I've got to say peanut butter isn't one of them because I've tried it and it's not good. It still doesn't work.
Yeah. So thank you for the gifts, Shen, but I may be returning them when I come. Just, if anybody wants these, let me know. I'll pack them up and you can have them.
You must have an American neighbour that we can actually get on camera and say, "Here, try this."
I have no clue. I mean, I don't cook a lot. Maybe my mom would know. She likes to make food, but
see, your mum cooks proper food, so she might actually work out what Marmite's for.
Yeah,
it's definitely not for eating off a spoon.
you know what? In fact, I take that back. I am going to keep these, and I'm going to have some fun with my friends that come over. Be like, dude, you really got to try this, and I'm just gonna butter. Like, look at that; it looks so good.
It's so sweet.
Huh?
Just don't let them smell it and go, "It's so sweet."
Right? It's like caramely and molasses. Oh, it's so sweet. Try that. I may end up with a few black eyes, but it'll be worth it.
Well, they'd have to catch you first.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I'll be in my own house, so it's not. I'm not really gonna run.
It's also hard to run while you're laughing, but
this is true. Willie, you ruined my table, and I don't have my towel. You're slobbering all over. So, yeah, that's what I'll do with those. That'll be a good party trick, right? But the festivals,
do try them in other food though, dude, because it isn't as bad as what it is off the jet. It's when you try so. If you say so. It was worth a try.
Anybody in these areas or that'll be attending these festivals, and I hope I have this right, the way it's written, I can't necessarily sure the dates, but I believe it'll be, I know the Foodies Festival for sure, Surrey Chili Festival, and I believe the Wiltshire Chili Festival. I think I'm going all three of those. I don't know if Shahina's in the thing or not, or Paul, but they would know better as far as that part goes. But yeah, dude, like I said, I've never been to a festival, so I have no idea what to even expect. It's just going to be the whole idea of this trip really is just to see people that like, like you and Stu and Paul and shit. All these people there's so many to name that I've met and known and interacted with or had conversations with through Nuke over the last couple of years, to finally be able to meet you guys in person. Especially, with everything going on with Stu, we're gonna work around all that shit or all that
You can
naughty
sit
stuff
on the
for me.
naughty step beside me because I did that earlier.
Did you? Okay. At least I got company. I'm in good company.
Yeah.
But that's important to me to get to see everybody, dude. Like, the whole it's like a cracking rib, kind of trip. It's lots of ribs are going to be cracked with these hugs. So I cannot wait. I honestly cannot wait.
I'm looking forward. I just need to know when you're going to be close to the north because I can't go south right now. So whenever you're close to the north, that's where I'll arrange to be.
Yeah, I told them I kind of winging it in a way, but I would need to get there and just kind of get a feel for things, and then the only real decision would be whether whether I'm driving or if I'm going to take the train. I have no idea. So I figured I once I'm there and I'm on one of your roads, I can kind of get a grasp on whether or not I feel like, yeah, I could drive out there, or take the train and just kind of see everything. So, Willie, you're live. You can't be doing that, sir. So,
He said, "Woof."
but yeah, the week of the 19th. In fact, I believe I might come see you guys first because you and Stu are about an hour away, right?
About an hour-ish, an hour and 20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I might come see you first. I don't know. It all depends on his appointments, all that good stuff too. I'll make sure he's feeling his best at the same time. So, and then everybody else. I mean, if I can run into everybody, that would be amazing.
Well, that's
That'd be
what I think.
absolutely
If we can
amazing.
get a couple of central points, well, you're going to 3 festivals, so you're going to meet quite a few.
Yeah, I don't know locations. I have no idea where everybody lives. I know there's a lot of people up by you and Stu, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of us that are too far up north.
Okay. So I should get a good chunk in, put it that way. Hopefully, everybody that I can. It just that's what this is about. It's not so much, I'm not trying to go sightseeing and I really just want to spend time with my friends. It's I don't know when I'll be able to do it again. So yeah, I'm pretty excited. I may not want to come home.
I'm excited you're coming to the UK.
Yeah, I am, dude. I never thought about it. Yeah, it just been kind of planning this trip for like a year because originally, the idea was going to be to surprise Shahina for her 100th competition, whenever that was going to be. So I think back in December, I started working this out with Paul. Just, hey, what would be good? When's a good time? What do you think? Trying to pick her brain without like, letting the cat out of the bag. And so when do you think you're going to, round of about without lying? That was important. So time went on, it kept getting pushed back, with all her hosting and all the different events that's been going on. We weren't sure. It almost looks like next year she might do it. Who knows? So, and then with everything that happened with Stu, it was like, well, I don't want to wait till next year. I want to do this. Been planning it now for so long. Let's just do it. Everything else is kind of, just below all that. So let's just get it done. And hopefully, it'd be awesome if I could do it every year, but I doubt that's going to work out. So
That's some expensive flights.
yeah, it just comes down to money at that point. But I don't know. So far, it hasn't been too terrible. I guess. Not that I travel. I don't travel, so that's the other thing. Like I'm asking people, like, oh, what do I do on the plane? Where do I go? I don't even know what I should need. Do I bring this? Do I bring that? I don't travel. Last vacation I took was like 12 years ago, and that was just to Arizona. So never something this far. This
There's a
this different.
famous saying: just don't forget your toothbrush.
The toothbrush.
Nothing else matters really. Just don't forget your toothbrush.
I will bring that. My deodorant and clean underwear. So those are top three things that as long as I got those, I'll be all right, right?
It used to be a TV show. Don't forget your toothbrush, because whenever you go on holiday, the one thing as you're unpacking, that's always the one thing you realise you left at home. And then you
Yeah,
forgot
I'm
when
sure
you
I'll forget something. I don't even know if I have a carry-on bag. I pulled my luggage out yesterday and went on the airline thing, and I was looking at whatever the dimensions and everything. Like the smallest bag I have is like 2 inches bigger all around, and I think that used to be a carry-on. So I don't know if they changed it or whatever. So I don't know. It'd be like a fish out of water, really. In a weird way, I'm nervous about it. I don't know why.
because it's a big journey.
That's something different. I'm like, man, what if nobody really?
Like
What if I'm
you,
annoying to people? I don't know.
you,
It's
you
like,
you're like a hobbit stepping out into the big Middle Earth, and it's like a big, massive journey. You know what I mean? It's like you're going to meet lots of people, and you're this big. And I know you're that big because I've seen you on my computer screen. I've measured you because you're only that big. You've no idea what
well,
I'm going on about, have you?
I just gotta find somebody to yell at people to stay off my lawn while I'm going. The weirdest thing is I don't know. It's gonna be weird. I mean, I know I'm not gonna want to come home, and that much I can tell you already. There's just something about it. I just have this feeling like I'm gonna like it a lot.
That's fine. You're in the
That's
UK.
fine.
Commit a crime. They'll chuck you in a bed and breakfast somewhere while you wait 3 years for your court case to come around.
I'll do it towards the end of the trip, so I at least have some fun, right?
By the way, that was not advice to anybody listening. It was a little bit of banter and chat, and we already have enough of that already. I'm going to end up getting myself band kicked or something, aren't I? Tonight's not going too cracky. I'm going to blame Patrick. He's a bad influence.
Really? Yeah, blame the American.
Yeah,
They'll be
blame the American. It was it. It was
right.
his fault.
They'll be like, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
Sure,
has
of
to have
course
been
it
him.
did.
I'm just going
So
to put
yeah,
me
it'll
off
be
screen.
it'll be interesting. Definitely interesting. Should be fun. Like I said, I wish I could see everybody. I just don't. I don't know. Hopefully, I'll just like I see everybody that I can. We should
Get
have a
as
good
far
time.
north as you can, and we'll travel. Just let us know where you are when.
Well, I could I was thinking maybe coming a couple days up by you, and then a couple days over by Stu, then head back. I don't know.
You're only here
There's
for 10
always.
days.
I'm sorry.
You're only here for 10 days. You've got 3 festivals to go. How can you have a couple of days here, a couple of days there? Are
Well,
you just going to stretch time out like it's there's
yes, that
10
was
days,
my.
I'll make it 20.
I wasn't gonna tell anybody, but I figured out how to manipulate space and time. So when I
There
say 12 days, it's really like 2 years.
there we go. So you are
Right?
so you are committing a crime then.
I just want to see the bed and breakfast.
There we go. He will
So
eat beans on his full English breakfast. He's got to, because it's the only way to do it, Stu.
I told him I was getting breakfast this morning with no beans. An American breakfast, it's basically the same. There's just no beans.
Well, you've got to have it with the beans.
I will embrace.
See you later, Frank, dude.
That's what this was about. I'm embracing the culture, so I hope everything else is way better.
I was going to say, don't judge the rest of it on that.
Yeah.
When you come up north, I'll introduce you to the chicken parmesan, Tyneside speciality, Teesside actually, and I'll introduce you to the new thing that we've just found, which is the deep fried battered chip butty.
Really?
It's a really weird thing, but
Weird things are good.
it,
I'm sure there's a proper fish and chips.
I kind of bought it because I thought it was going to be really, really bad, and I was going to pick it apart, and then I tried it, and it was like, well, it's not too bad, is it? And then I ate a bit more, and I was like, it's actually quite nice, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
It works. I should have got the mushy peas inside of it instead of the curry sauce, but that was my choice. But,
Mushy peas.
oh, you've never had those yet, neither.
I don't like peas in general, so
You've got to try mushy peas on your fish and chips. You've just tried Marmite from it. You can't deny mushy peas after you've just eaten Marmite.
You got a point there, don't you? I can't argue with that logic, like you say. That's good.
There you go, Charlie Whitmore. He just said mushy peas are great.
But you gotta like peas, I would imagine, to like mushy peas.
Well,
It's just mushed up peas, right?
see, do you have things called garden peas?
God, I don't know. We have peas. I don't know what God.
Right. When you get peas in a pea pod, which you've grown yourself, and you pick them out and you sit and eat them before they ever get as far as the pan because they're too yummy. And basically, it was pointless growing them because they never got as far as the pan. Your kids all ate all the garden peas. Right. That's the ones in the pea pod. Right. You then get the things in tins in the UK called tin peas, or you get frozen peas. Frozen peas tend to be basic frozen peas.
Mm-hmm.
Everyday peas, they pop in your mouth, they go great with fish, little tiny balls.
We got those.
They're probably the ones you think of. Then you get processed peas, which are weird, strange things in a can that comes out as a weird slop, and they've got a completely different taste to them because they've got salt and sugar added to them before they were originally cooked.
That sounds so appetizing.
The
Weird,
worst thing
strange
about
thing
it,
that comes out in a slop.
yeah, the worst thing about it is they actually do work, but we'll leave that. Then you get garden peas in a tin. Now, garden peas in a tin are absolutely vile. They look like the frozen peas, you know, the little tiny peas that come out
Uh-huh.
like real peas, but instead they're in this weird. Well, anyway, they're just.
I can't wait.
You don't go near them; they're awful. Some people do like them, but yeah, there's a whole world of peas awaiting for you in the UK.
It sounds like it.
Marifat are the best, James. Marifat are the bad boys. Yeah, big giant peas in a tin. I'm with them on that.
Yeah. Well, I'll try anything once. I will tell you that, but I can't guarantee I'm going to try it again.
Well, I don't know. You did the Marmite twice.
Well, people pulled at my heartstrings. I had two good friends.
So there we go. We'll get them on the mushy peas. We'll get them on.
Sounds like a trip of torture.
Nah, they're not that bad. Mushy peas goes great with fish and chips. Loads of salt and vinegar on. You have to have the salt.
Well, maybe they'd be good with Marmite.
No.
Oh Lord.
You know
I
what?
hope everybody got to see that.
You know what Marmite goes best on? Bottom of my bin with the lid.
Yeah. Yeah, these will just be fun to play with people, I think. And Willie seems to like them, so at the very end, I could always just mix it into his food a little bit, I guess. Just
In
won't go
fairness,
to waste.
Anywhere where you're cooking, anywhere where it's got minced beef or anything like that, spoonful of Marmite does add a little bit of the extra umami. It does work.
Imagine like maybe like soups even, or
It was just never intended to go off a spoon. It was never intended for that. It is definitely a food additive. It is a concentrate.
yeah, it's its own thing
Yeah,
for sure.
one spoonful is enough for 4 or 5 dishes.
Now, I am very curious to get somebody to try this that is going to say, "Oh, that's like such and such," you know, like an American thing, and I can go to the store and I'll send you guys some to see
If
what
you
you,
find
you
anything worse than Marmite, please don't send it my way. But,
know.
however, Angus Geo Bates and Horns of Farmer have this thing where they like to torture each other. They're open game. If
They're
you
up
find
again.
anything worse than Marmite,
Send them to them.
yep, get level.
Yeah. All right. I will do that. So yeah, I'm excited. I'd expect to be knocking at your door. You know, it's probably Monday or Tuesday.
Monday or Tuesday, or what date?
19th or 20th, I want to say.
19th or 20th.
Whatever
Yeah,
that Monday would be.
I'm out then.
Yeah. I'll wait. I'll just be sitting on your porch like a drifter. Just
Don't do that, they'll think it's me locked out again.
Tony, no, I'm his brother.
Well, I think we've probably drove everybody insane enough by this point.
I would imagine. I need to go brush my teeth.
Yeah, don't forget your toothbrush, mate.
There's it's still there. It doesn't leave you. This is
Oh, wait till you burp later on and it comes back.
oh shit.
Marmite's the gift that keeps on giving.
Well, Willie will like it.
James
He's
is
very
saying you need
popular.
to have 3 more spoonfuls for the road.
Who wants what?
James says you need to have 3 more spoonfuls for the road.
If James has some and wants to join me in a little, that's the only way I'm doing it.
I bet you James has suddenly got no Marmite in the house. It's all just vanished.
Oh, his internet just crashed.
Oh, his internet just crashed, yeah. Suddenly there is no Marmite in Scotland.
That's a question. How far is James from you guys?
Quite a distance because he's up in Scotland. You've got where you're arriving in London, there's a big distance up to where I am. And then it's about half again between me and James of what that big distance is.
Half a day?
Well, 4 hours, James has just said. 4 hours away. And he's 4 hours away from me.
That would be a bonus. I'm not going to promise that, but that would be a bonus. So I never planned on heading up to Scotland, but if you guys are only, it all depends. I'm not going to.
If you can fit it in and you are only 4 hours away from Scotland, yeah, you're an American, you've got to at least go and step onto the Scottish soil, don't you?
Right? That's kind of what I'm thinking.
Got to actually go and step on that Scottish soil and meet a mad Scotsman.
Pick up a kilt.
You won't be able to pick up a kilt, mate.
No.
They're all individually made. They're actually measured to you, cut to you, blah, blah, blah. They take months and months and months of making and they're expensive. You might get a fake one, but you won't get a real kilt.
Interesting. Yeah, I have, like, again, no promises, but that would be extra cool. That would be another little bonus. I'll see.
He's just said he'll take you haggis hunting.
Oh.
Yeah, you nearly ended up further up the northeast there.
I almost dropped a big bomb there. There'll be none of that.
Anyway, dude, I'm going to have to say good night to you because I think I'm keeping the others
No
unhappy. We
problem.
just can't get into the living room.
Well, it was
Uh,
good to see you. Willie says it was good to see everybody. He's waiting on his bagel. But yeah,
Exactly.
man, next time I see you, it'll probably be in person.
Well, I don't know. You might pop up on another live in between.
Could be. Definitely could be. I mean, we do have a few days. We got to like, what is today, the 6th? So yeah, got a few days.
Who knows who you're going to find that's willing to try Marmite?
Oh, I won't tell them, so I'll find lots of people.
Well, there you go. So you could be popping up live again.
The only person that won't fall for it will be Jessica because she's probably.
She's probably just seen this video, yes. So you're not getting Jessica with it.
I know, and she was like, "Oh, I wanted to try that too." She's gonna be like,
You might
"Nah."
actually still get to try it because it is one of those things that some love, some hate, and she could be the total opposite to you and actually
That
love
is
it.
true. Taste is subjective, so.
She might also listen and not take it off a spoon. It
All
is
right,
usually the biggest deciding factor. You take it off a spoon, you instantly go.
yes, that's it's like everything you don't expect. It's kind of what you get, like, because like you said, I mean, it looks like it should be a sweet dessert style, sugary and yummy, and it's everything opposite of that. So.
Total opposite of how it looks. Well, anyway, I'm going to say good night, dude. And I'm
All
going to
right,
say good
man.
night, Willie.
Thank you.
It's the first time I ever said good night to you, Willie, but there you go.
There
Before any of us,
Okay, bye.
before any more of us end up on the naughty step, I'm going to boot you out and I'm going to get gone.
All right, man.
See you later, dude.
Later, buddy. Bye, guys.
Do that. Nah, he's not going to wave out. He's just going to vanish. Anyway, that was Patrick Weiss. And he is heading his way over to the UK. He's going to be at 3 UK chili festivals if you want to go and get yourself down there and meet up with them. That was Newt Chilli-heads. I was Lucifer's son. And if you want to know, check that out because it's coming soon. Other than that, I'm out of here. Bye.